Hi all, if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. If you are new, welcome. My name is Amira and my channel is all about trying new makeup, talking about new makeup, but also finding new and exciting ways to be inspired by the makeup you already own. If that sounds good to you, I hope you'll consider subscribing, and if you enjoyed today's video, hitting the like button. Today guys, we are going to talk about and try on the new Pat McGrath bronzers, and I also wound up grabbing, I wasn't originally going to do it, but I wound up grabbing the blush as well. So I grabbed the Divine Rose 3 blush, and then I got the duo, the number 4 duo, which came with Bronze Nirvana and Desert Glow. So I've already done my base makeup because I'm going to be filming another video soon, so I want to have my base done and all that good stuff for you guys when I came on camera. Let's get into it. All right guys, so let's open up the packaging. When I originally talked about purchasing these bronzers, I was going to buy these 2 shades anyway, but Pat was fantastic and was like, don't you worry, I'm going to put those in a duo. So I wound up getting the duo of these 2 shades, and the shades that I got, which are Bronze Nirvana and Desert Glow, were meant to cover her foundation range, which first of all, I think this was really great that she did this on her website, but for the duos and I think for the single bronzers as well, she put her foundation shade range, like what each bronzer sort of corresponded to which range. So like for these 2, it corresponded from medium 14 to medium 20. I am medium 17, medium 16. I can kind of wear both of those shades. Medium 17 is a tad darker and medium 16 is a little bit peachier, but I can wear both fairly comfortably. So I was like, great, these are the perfect bronzers for me. So I think that was really clever of her to do that, so that people who are trying to figure out what their shades would be could sort of, if you know what your shade is in her foundation, which you can shade match on her website. So even if you don't, you can always do that and then go back to the bronzers and figure out, you know, which one you wanted to try or which 2. So the bronze duo was $70 and I got it with the 10% VIP discount that she was offering. So I got it for like $63. And then I threw in the blush. I kind of wish she had done like a trio with the blush, and maybe she did and I just didn't see it. But yeah, I thought that would have been pretty clever, but no mind, no mind. All right, so first up here is Bronze Nirvana, and this is the matte bronzer, and this feels kind of light to me. Like when I opened it up, I was like, I don't know if that's gonna work. Like the shade is not bad, but I was a little concerned, and I'm still a little concerned. We're gonna apply it on camera, so you guys will let me know. And then Desert Glow, which is this one, again kind of light, and this is the one that has shimmer in it. Now this one I kind of like that it's a little bit lighter, because then, you know, with the glow that's in it, you don't want it to be too much. So that might actually work out. And then I got, like I said, the blush, which is, I think it's Divine Rose 3. And I believe this was part of one of the face palettes she did for the Holiday 2022 collection. So this is one of the, it was a face palette, I think, with 4 bronzers, I'm sorry, 4 blushes and a highlighter. And this is one of those. I don't normally get these kind of shades, but I don't really have a shade like one of her pinkier toned blushes, and I really wanted to see what that would look like on me. So it was just sort of like, let's give it a shot. I don't really have this tone. Let's see how it works. So like I said, my face is done. I just powdered here using a little bit of the Hourglass powder, which I used to love and now I'm just not loving, and I think it's just because I haven't used this and used it in ages, and my tastes have changed and I don't really powder all that much to begin with. But anywho, let's get into the bronzer. So first we're going to go in with the matte bronzer. Let me zoom you guys in a little bit. There we go. I've got my BK 104. This is the brush that I like to use for powder bronzers. And I'm going to swirly swirl. I'm going to tap because her stuff is so pigmented, and I just swirled my brush, and if these are anything like the blushes, I need to not do that. So, and now I'm just gonna apply. Oh, that's actually, oh, okay. I was worried this was gonna be too, but I need not to have, my friends. That is actually really beautiful. Let's do the other side. And the way that I apply bronzer is I apply it here all around my hairline, and then I do a little bit on my nose and just a little bit on my chin, just to sort of marry everything together. But this is actually really pretty. Okay. That is actually really pretty. And what I like about it is it's actually quite natural. Like it's very seamless. And this is bronze Nirvana, and even this I feel like has a bit of glow to it. I mean, my skin had a bit of glow to it anyway because my skincare and then the foundation that I used, which I'm going to be showing you guys in an upcoming review, has a bit of natural glow to it as well, a natural like luminosity. But that's beautiful. So now let's dip into, and I'm gonna use the same brush, but I'm gonna use my little Sonia G little thingy here, and we're gonna dip into Desert Glow, and I'm just gonna apply that on like the upper parts of my sides of my face. Dip into that. I probably did too much. Oh yeah, look at, whoa. That really intensifies the glow, but not like in an insane way. Do you see what I mean? Like it gives, oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, Pat, okay. I really like that. Pat's powder formula, as far as like her blushes go, I love her blushes. I was not a fan of the blush duos, and that was really more to do with, I think that they weren't as well thought out as far as color and texture goes. But her actual formula is so finely milled. It blends so beautifully. It's incredibly pigmented. I tell everybody who struggles with her powder products because they use natural hair brushes, use a synthetic brush when you're dealing with Mother Pat, because you will have a lot of product on your face if you do not. So I stick with synthetic brushes when applying her powder products because I just feel like it gives my skin a bit more smooth, more seamless, and more controllable application. All right, so you guys are still zoomed in. This is what it looks like. Very pretty. I'm using my Linda Hallberg 310, and this is what I use when I apply my Pat McGrath blushes. This is the brush of choice for all of my Pat McGrath blushes. So I'm dipping into that, tapping. Other side, and I'm going in very lightly, guys, because like I said, with these blushes you can be very heavy-handed. I don't want to do that, so I'm going in very lightly, and then I can build it up. So I'm dipping in again. It's already really pretty. I've changed my placement of my blush. I've been focusing more on the apples of my cheeks, and I've really been loving that look of that. This is pretty, but you know what it is that I'm surprised by with this, and I'm going to put it on my forehead as well, is I'm surprised at how soft it is. I was expecting a little bit more like oomph pigment because it seems quite bright in the pan. Like even if I pull back a little bit, you can see how bright this is. But again, this is what I love about her formula, is that it's so elegant, and you can have a lot of control with how these products apply. So now you see how it's coming in, it's building up now. Like this is my third swiping. Look at that. Oh, that's so pretty. And that's because I'm using this. Now, if you want pigment, you want to go in ham right away, sure, be my guest, use a natural hair brush. Just understand that you're probably going to have to pull it back a little bit. For me, I like to, with her blushes, not all blushes, but with her blushes, because they're so pigmented, I like to start off softly and build up to my desired level of intensity. And I am a blush girl. I love an intense blush, so this for me is my happy place. I am really, really happy with how that looks. So look how beautiful that is. All right, guys, I'm gonna go off camera. I'm gonna finish up the rest of my makeup because I'm actually filming another video where I'm doing some eye makeup. So I'm gonna come back with my full face and we can talk about it, okay? All right, guys, I am back. I have finished my makeup. I am doing a review of the Singe Beauty brushes, so I wanted to do my eye makeup. That's a separate video. Look forward to that. So I wanted to get that out of the way and film before I came back. And I wanted to show you guys what it's looking like now, because I've had this on my face now for about 30 minutes. And it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Look how, look how glowy my skin is. And this is after powdering, because if you remember at the beginning of the video, this part of my face, at least to me, was looking quite flat because I had powdered so that I could apply these products. And I just feel like I got my glow back, and I'm so happy. And I'm like, and this is, which one is it? This is not a shimmery blush. This is a matte blush, but look how much glow I feel it gives my skin. It's so pretty. I don't usually go for these types of shades, but that's one of the reasons why I purchased it, because I wanted to do something outside of the box. I kind of want to step outside of my comfort zone. I've been in a blush mood lately, guys, but I've been really more into a liquid cream blush mood. And so purchasing a powder blush, and the same goes for the bronzers, like the only reason that I purchased these was because it's Pat, because we've been waiting for her to come out with bronzers. And I knew that they were gonna be good. Like, I knew. I didn't have, like, this review isn't like, are they any good? This is my review going, look how pretty these are, guys. Really, that's ultimately what it is, because I just knew, I knew she was gonna come through, because she does come through. The quality of her products, you can, you know, people love to comment about a lot of other things, and some of it is valid and some of it isn't. I think she gets a lot of unfair criticism that is not lobbed at other luxury female-owned makeup brands. And you can make of that what you will. But I do feel that she always comes through with the quality of her product. Like, you can't argue that. She's not putting trash out. She's just not. And so I knew, I mean, especially when I saw that one of them was glowy, it just, my heart went, so I had to have them. I just placed my Sephora order. And I did my Sephora wish list and recommendations video, and I told you guys that I was going to purchase the Kosas bronzer, the baked bronzer. I wound up taking that out of my cart. Why did I take it out of my cart? Because I'm like, well, I'm just not wearing powder bronzers. But I was more than willing to purchase these, because I knew I would probably wear these more than the Kosas one, even though the Kosas one is shimmery, and I'm still thinking about it. And maybe I'll purchase that more towards like the fall and winter. But right now I was like, you know, no, I've got the Pat ones. I don't really need a third one at this moment in time. And so I feel like for now, what I'm going to be reaching for when I'm reaching for powder bronzers, it's going to be these guys. And I can see myself wearing these all summer long, because look at the glow. So pretty. So yes, guys, that's my review. I mean, it's a first impression. I hate to call it a review. It's a first impression, but you saw me apply it on camera. I think they're beautiful. I love her blush formula. I love how finely milled her powder products are. All of her powder products, like her face powder products, the under eye powder, they're all so finely milled and so beautiful on the skin that I just knew that these weren't, I would have been shocked if these had been any different. So yes, that is my little first impression. Let me know in the comments down below, guys, did you pick anything up? Also, are you picking these up in the Sephora sale? Because these are on the Sephora website now. I don't know if they're in stores, but I know that they're definitely on the Sephora website. If you are interested in these, get them now, guys. If you're Rouge, or even if you're Insider or VIB, you're still going to get money off, because the amount that I got off of these when I purchased them from her website would be the same as what you would get as an Insider. If you are VIB or Rouge, you're going to get even more. So yeah, take advantage of the discount and get them while they're on sale. If you enjoyed today's video, guys, please be sure to hit the like button, and I will see you in the next one. Bye now.